With us just about to go away overseas on our first big trip, heading out to Italy to take on the stunning Lake Como 30k trail race, a mountainous race with just under 2,000 meters of elevation on an incredible route in an incredible place, and we can't wait to get back out in the mountains. Now, whenever we go away on a trip like this, obviously there's a lot of kit we need to take with us so that we can capture all the adventures that we have along the way so that we can show you guys at home. So I thought I'd take this opportunity to show you what I'll be packing in my camera bag for this trip. The only problem I've got is this is my bag. We're flying on a plane this time, so you can see it's pretty compact, not a lot of space in there, and I've got a lot of kit to fit in. So let's dive into the video and find out what I'm taking. Welcome back, folks, and thanks for joining us for another video. I'm Lloyd Purvis and this is Run4Adventure. I don't know whether you can tell that I am super excited to be heading out on our first road trip of the, well, it's not really a road trip because the adventure bus is actually staying at home, and it's more like a train, a plane, a train and then another train trip, because I'm filming this the day before we head out. So we're going to be catching the train from Cornwall all the way to Gatwick Airport and then flying out to Italy. So like I just showed you in the intro, this is the low pro camera bag that I tend to use when we're going away to a race or we're traveling overseas. I've got to be honest, I think I have kind of outgrown it over the years, and it was fine when we first started, but I've kind of added to my camera collection over time, and this is a little bit too small. But like I say, we're flying, so I can't take too much kit with me this time, and I've got to strip it back to the essentials. So obviously we've got several cameras to take with us, and then, you know, you have to take the batteries for those cameras, the charging cradles for the cameras, the leads, I've got lights, microphones, power packs, tripods, GoPro handles, and obviously when you're traveling to a stunning place like Lake Como, you really do have to take the drone with you to capture all those epic cinematic shots. Okay, the first cameras to mention are the action cameras that I'm going to be carrying with me in my race vest as we're running the actual race. And my sort of prime camera for that option is the GoPro Hero 9 Black. I've been using this camera for a couple of years now, and this is what we film all the running footage on, whether it be a shoe review, a kit review, or a race day video. It is a really solid, robust, simple to use action camera, and this has definitely seen some action over the years, to the point where I actually dropped it the other day and broke the rear screen on it. And a big shout out to all the viewers who got in contact and said that I can actually get it sorted out through my GoPro subscription, which I didn't realise. So thanks for the information, guys, and we'll get that sorted out as soon as we're back from Italy. I tend not to use the GoPro in its normal state anymore, and I'll pair it up with GoPro's brilliant media mod. This is a fantastic add-on to any GoPro. So literally slide it into the casing, lock it into place like that, super simple. That gives you hot shoes where you can attach a small light or things like that, but also the most important thing is you get a shotgun mic on the side there with a wind diffuser. And I just can't emphasize how great this bit of kit is. And if you've got a GoPro 9, 10 or 11 and you struggle with poor audio quality, especially when it's windy, you really need to hook yourself up with one of these, because there's been times when I've been filming in the wind and I'm thinking the audio is going to be terrible and you're not going to hear me. I get back, put the footage on the computer, and there's no wind noise at all. So this media mod has been a game changer for me, and like I said, if you've got a GoPro and you struggle with that, they're definitely worth checking out. Just a word of warning, if you do run your GoPro in a media mod, it means it's not waterproof anymore, which is a little bit of a downside to it. It'll be weatherproof, but you know, you can't film underwater with your GoPro in a media mod, so don't do that. Obviously, with the GoPro, we'll also be carrying batteries, so I'll actually have 3 fully charged GoPro batteries with me, and in a race like Lake Como 30k, I'll probably chew through most of those batteries by the end of the race, because I love to capture lots of content. And then attaching to the GoPro will be one of their mini handles. So great little bit of kit, really easy to run with, nice and compact if you want to stow the camera in your race vest. You've got a little bit of extension there so you can get a bit of distance from the camera, but the handle also turns into a little tripod, which is really handy. And this is what I capture all my run-throughs on. So literally put the GoPro down on the floor, run back and forwards, and hey presto. But again, a really good compact handle. And then on top of that, I'll also take my old GoPro 7. I'll put in an SD card and I'll have 2 spare fully charged batteries. And this is just in my dry bag, in my race vest as a backup, just in case I decide to sort of throw my GoPro 9 on the floor again. Another small compact camera that I'll definitely be carrying with me for the trip is the new Insta360 X3 action camera. This is a 360-degree camera which allows you to get some incredible content for videos. It's actually my most recent addition to my ever-growing camera collection, and we actually took it out about a month ago for the first time on the mountain bike. And if you saw that video, you'll have seen the amazing shots that you can get with this, especially when it's paired up with the very clever Insta360 invisible selfie stick. So this stick actually disappears in your footage, which still blows my mind now. But so not only great for capturing content, but also good for time lapses, star lapses, and lots of other crazy things you can do on this camera. The reason I don't run with it in a race is because I do just prefer the audio quality I get from my GoPro with that media mod attached. But this camera allows you to get some shots that you just can't achieve with other cameras. So this is always going to be coming away with us on trips from now on. Along with all those small compact action cameras, I'm obviously going to be taking our main camera with me as well, and it's what I'm actually speaking to you on right at this moment, and it's what I tend to do all the reviews on in the studio, and I sometimes use it to capture those epic finish line B-roll shots for our race day videos, and that is the Canon mirrorless M50. It's a nice small compact light camera, but you can still get a really good image with it. I'm going to be taking 1 zoom lens with me, 3 spare rechargeable batteries, and a waterproof hard case full of my best friend, the SD card. These really are the bane of my life, because the amount of cards I've bought that have got corrupted, failed, stopped working, caused me problems, I really have lost count, and these things aren't cheap either. We'll be using the Canon M50 mainly to capture some nice B-roll footage at the end of the race, but we've also got some ideas for some other content that we want to film out in Italy, and we'll be shooting that on the Canon. As far as sort of microphone setup with that camera, I tend to use the fantastic Rode wireless mic setup. So you have a receiver on the camera, and then I'm wearing it now, I've got this wireless mic with a little lapel mic. It really does make an incredible difference to the audio quality, and we want that audio quality to be top notch for your viewing pleasure. And the last camera we're going to be taking is actually one that can fly. So it is the brilliant, small, lightweight and compact DJI mini drone. This is fantastic. Take it away and it allows you to capture footage like this, which is pretty amazing considering how small it is and how small the camera is attached to it as well. Super affordable and really easy to fly, because if I can do it, that means anybody can. But it really does make a difference to the content in your videos, and it takes that sort of production to another level. Obviously with the drone, we're going to need to take the handheld controller as well. So literally pull up the center section there, clip your mobile phone in, and then your phone becomes the monitor so you can actually see what you're filming. And I'm also going to have to make room for the charging cradle and 3 spare batteries. Okay, so that's all the cameras that we're taking away. Hopefully I'll still have space for 4 Nightcore 10,000 milliamp power banks. Brilliant power banks, it's what I always tend to use. They're nice and compact, lightweight, but they've got lots of power in there so you can get lots of charges off them. Also need some lighting, so a light for the main camera and a little clip-on external light for the GoPro in case we have to film in the dark. Obviously copious amounts of leads, and then we've got all sorts of handles, tripods, clip-on attachments and crazy stuff like that, including a GorillaPod tripod for the main camera. I also always tend to pack in a small dry bag in the camera bag and a bit of paper and a pen, just in case I have any bright ideas and I need to write them down so I don't forget them. So there's all the camera kit, a bit of a scaled down kit this time. When we go away in the adventure bus, I actually take a bit more kit with me, believe it or not, but I'm sure this will allow us to still capture some great content while we're away. So there you have it, that is the filming kit that I'm going to be taking away with us on our Italian trip. And now I've got the fun part of trying to fit all that in that small camera bag, but looking at it spread out on the table here, I think it should be possible, and hopefully we'll get it in there all safe and sound and it'll arrive in Italy in one piece. Obviously, I am taking this on as hand luggage. There's no way all them cameras and all that expensive kit is going in the hold of an aeroplane, that is for sure. What I'll do is I'll link everything that's featured in the description below in case you do want to check it out in any more detail. And when this video goes live on the channel, we should have already finished the race. So hopefully we got through it in one piece and we had a great time being back out in the mountains. But until next time, guys, really hope you enjoyed the video. It's been a long time since we did a video like this, and like I said, the camera kit has grown since then, and we get a lot of comments from viewers asking what cameras we use to make our videos. So hopefully you found it helpful, but let's get back in. Thanks for watching, guys. It's really appreciated. We'll be back on the channel very soon, and as always, stay safe and keep on running. You'll have seen some of the incredible shots that you can get with this thing. It really is a clever bit of tick. Fits in your pocket, so you can grab it out and capture any elements of Another small compact camera that I'll definitely be carrying in my bag for this trip is the new Insta360 X3 300